Hey MK3 fam, it's Works Hard, and I'm coming to you with a nighttime car rant. Okay, so thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tap that notification bell. About 2 years ago, we took a cruise. I'm not going to say what cruise line because truthfully, it really doesn't matter about the cruise line because it's not indicative of the cruise line. It's indicative of how people are and how people treat other people. So, we were on the cruise. I was in the cabin relaxing, and the kids and my husband, they were at the pool. They was having a good time. They decided they were going to go get something to eat without me. And they was in line to get some food. So they all split up. My son loves pizza. And so he was in line to get pizza. It doesn't matter how much food they have on the cruise ship. That's all my son wants. He only wants pizza. So he was standing in line. All the pizza ran out. So by the time it got to him, he was the next person. They were waiting for new pizza to come out. So they're waiting, and they bring the new pizza out, and some woman, she decides she's not going to wait in line with everybody else. She's just going to come up there and get in front of my son. So my son has a very squeaky voice, and I make him talk louder for the videos. But most of the time when people meet him, they ask if we have a cold. Is he pranking them? Because his voice is very squeaky. He can go from the type of voice to both of them is his natural voice. So, but the majority of the time he talks in a squeaky voice. So if you don't hear him putting bass in his voice, you wouldn't know he's talking. So he said to the woman, excuse me, I was in line. Now, I don't know if she heard him because I wasn't there or if she was trying to ignore him. I have no idea. But he said it again, he said it louder. And so then this is what I was told, said, I'm so tired of these people on welfare on this trip and coming on this cruise, something along those lines. Now, I am very silly. But if you watch this channel, you know I told y'all I like to cuss a lot and I have a temper. But I try not to be that way, but I do have a temper. So I come up, I meet them where they're getting something to eat, and that's when I get filled in on what's happening. Oh, now Mama Bear ready to come out. First of all, we all know why she said she tired of these people on welfare. So let me lay some background for you. This was a 7-day cruise. We had a balcony cabin. So if you cruise, you know that that's not cheap. It was 4 of us, so that was not a cheap cruise. But, and we know, like I said, we all know why she said that she's tired of these people on welfare on the same cruise, I guess, as her. But my son, and I don't want you to think that I think my son is perfect, because I don't. When my husband heard the commotion, he started coming over to see what was going on. He thought my son was doing something. And the woman saw my husband and she just went and scurried off. And that's when the people in line said, no, sir, your daughter, because my son's hair is actually down his back. It doesn't look that way in the videos, but when it is wet, his hair is down his back and it's really curly. And they said, oh, your daughter didn't do anything wrong. She was so polite. And, this lady said that, and she was so mean. So when he's telling me, I want to find this woman. So, all I want to know is who was it? Who said it? Because, like I said, we know why she was trying to imply that we were on welfare. But she didn't know. And to say something like that, you know what I mean? Like, that was cruel. That was hard. You don't talk to my son is a child, and this was 2 years ago, so he was even smaller then. So to say something like that, now you done brought out the beast. So all I want to know is, what does she look like and where's she at? So my son, he's like, all he can remember is that her hair was yellow. And I'm like, what? It was blonde? No, she's not blind, mommy. She's not blind. I said, that's her hair color, because I'm furious now. So I was not meant to find this woman, because every woman I saw, and it was a lot, that had blonde hair. Is that her? So he like, I don't know. He just knew she had blonde hair and that she was chunky. That's all he knew. So, but my thing is, we on the same cruise that you're on. You don't know our situation, and just like we don't know hers. We are two college educated, multiple degree having, gainfully employed individuals. And to try and make a child, like she was trying to make my son feel some kind of way. And that's horrible. So that's why I say sometimes when we see these little news stories and stuff, and everybody wants to say, oh, you don't know the whole picture. Nobody else that was in line looked like my son. And they told my husband that's what happened. And this is the crazy thing. My son was only upset about the fact that she was trying to get in line in front of him and get pizza before him. Because he was like, Mom? And I'm like, yes. He's like, what's welfare? Because that had no connotation to him. He understands rude and the fact that she was trying to get pizza before him without waiting in line like everybody else. But as far as welfare, he didn't know what she meant by that. That had no connotation to him. And so 2 years later, earlier this year, somebody had said something to him about that. And he asked me again. He's like, what is welfare? So, I tell you, children, don't mess with his pizza. That's what he knows. But that's my nighttime car rant, that you really just don't know another person's walk. Because people think that everybody is like them. If you're not like that, you think, oh no, it had to be more to the situation than that. No, it didn't. We're sitting up on a cruise, minding our business, having a good time, and you want to insinuate, not even insinuate, say that we're on welfare when we're on the same cruise as you. Really? Really? But that's why I wasn't meant to see her. Because if I'd have seen her, I'd have to snatch her up, and I wouldn't be welcome on that cruise line no more. But anywho, I don't know if I'm going to post this or not, but this was my nighttime car rant. I just want to say thank you all again for tuning in and supporting my channel. Please hit the like button, share my videos. You know what? Run my playlist sometimes. Give me some watch hours. I would appreciate it. And if you have been a victim of someone thinking something about you that may not be your situation, whatever it may be, leave your thoughts down below. I read all my comments, and I really appreciate all my comments. I hope you all are having a great day. Let's keep everybody that's been going through all these floods and stuff in our prayers, because this rebuild process is going to be rough, okay? All right, you already know what it is. Bye!